Hello, hello, hello. This is January 10th, 2018, and I wanted to give you a quick update about Grow because I know many of you are like, seriously, you're like ready. Many of you are, you're messaging me, you're reaching out going, what do I need to do first? What do I need to do first? And number one, I want to encourage you to book a 30-minute Tina Oh Hello call with me so I can kind of help walk you through any of those specific questions that you might have. Because here's what I'm noticing is that you're all on a different kind of continuum, like you're on a different part of the spectrum of how much you know and how much you need to know and all of that kind of stuff. And so reach out, let's have a personal chat so I can help you, kind of help walk you through it. But I pulled up my notebook. I just want to give you an idea. So this is what we're going to go over in the call anyway. So number one is registration opens for Grow on the 15th of January, 12, 13, 14. So that's Monday. So Monday registration opens for Grow. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing you need to know is that Deidre and I will be hosting a webinar to kind of keep you filled up for those who are registered for Grow. We'll be doing a webinar, a masterclass on the 22nd. I'm going to open up my notebook and make sure my date is right about that, but I'm pretty sure we said the 22nd for that masterclass. And then modules 1 through 3 will be available and open and ready to roll on the lab for February 1st. February 20th, modules 4 through 6 will be ready on the lab for you. There have been some questions about, what's going to happen in this program. And I think the number one thing that both Deidre and I want you to know is that this program is designed to get you up and earning money very quickly. That this is not a mega comprehensive, like this is not everything you need to know, like everything you need to know to be an online expert, everything you need to know to have your ebook out there, your program out there, your funnels out there. It's not everything, because I want you to know that, number one, there isn't a course out there that can do that. And if people promise you that, don't take that course. And here's why. Your online self is just another version of your offline self. Your online business and all of the pieces connected to that online business is just the online version of what it looks like offline. So if you look at your offline business right now and all of the pieces of what it takes to be masterful in your offline business, you will recognize there's a lot of moving parts. And there's no way in God's green earth that we could ram enough, information into you in 6 weeks. That's what it would feel like. It would feel like, like ramming that information into you in 6 weeks for you to get a completely comprehensive, everything you need to know about taking your business online in 6 weeks. We couldn't do that offline, so we certainly couldn't do it online. And so what I want you to know is that this program is designed to give you just enough. And by just enough, it's not like, bare minimum. We're saying just enough of what you need to implement right away and start turning a profit as quickly as possible. One of the things that happens in the online space is because we have success in our offline business, we think that, I got this. Like, let's go. I can totally do this. The money's just going to come. And what we want you to know is every single piece, although you have an innate knowing because you have an offline business and you can translate it into online, although you have that, you're working with different technology. You're working with a different part of your brain to get all of it set up. Getting the online business piece is actually the biggest hurdle, oddly enough, is the technology. It's the making friends with technology. It's making friends with not being able to see yourself when you're doing the work that you're doing online, and yet also having to let it go and remembering it lives forever. Like, we can get all snaky about that, right? When we're in person and we're talking to someone one-on-one, we don't get to watch ourselves after that conversation. But there's something about putting your business online that we're totally aware that whatever we say right now is going to be out there forever, so I better do it right. So we have to make friends with that surrender part in us, which takes time. So this program has 6 modules. Let me just pull it up for you in my book here. And we're going to give you just enough to get you going. Every week builds on the last week, and every week sets you up to do something, to implement something, so that you can do the next piece and add to it. It also covers the very basic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that you need to understand and implement to get rolling online. Okay, hold on a sec, you guys. I did all this writing in the beginning of, no, at the end of December, and it's all over the place because I'm that woman. I'm that writer woman, highly creative. Hold on. No, that's not it. It's okay. I'm going to keep talking and I will find it. This cracks me up. Ah, yes, that's right. I actually did all of this stuff when I was en route to Toronto to see Jake. So it's way further back. While I'm looking, I'm curious, how are things going? Ah, isn't that funny? As soon as I switch gears, I find it. All right, module 1, just so you know, because I know you're wondering this stuff. Module 1 is the story cake. It's about recognizing your one story, one story, one story. This is the one story that your whole platform is built on. It's the one story that becomes your program. It's the one story that becomes your talk. It's the one story that becomes your ebook. It's the one story that you break down in multiple ways so that you can address all audiences that are into what you offer. So we go into the story cake. Why? Because it's the most effective way to get what you've got in here out there. It cuts through the noise because it's one story. So it takes some time to get in there. Module 2 is your audience and avatar. So this is about how to build an audience, how to identify your audience, what is the avatar of your audience, who's looking for you, who's listening for you. Hey, Deidre. Isn't that, oh, hey, maybe I can bring you on camera. Send me a little note if you think I can bring you on camera, and we'll try to do this together. And if not, just, anyway, pass me a note. Okay, so that's module number 2. Who are your people? Deidre saying, yeah, that's audience and avatar. Who are your people? Okay, Deidre says try. So apparently I can add you. Let's see if we can get you in here. Bring Deidre on camera. They'll receive an invitation to sing. Let's see if we can do this. How cool would that be? Dawn is watching. Hey, Dawn. Hey, darling. Nice to see you. We're just trying to see if we can add Deidre into this call, into this live. And I'm not, oh, connecting. Here we go. Oh my gosh. We just did it.
There, I turned it the right side up. Oh no, now I'm upside down.
Oh.
Holy crap, this is too funny. I'm like, where do I look? There, hi.
Hi, sunshine.
We did it. Oh my gosh, we did it.
And this is the, you know what's real, okay, so all of you watching this now or later, this is one of those great examples of don't ever let time be the reason, or timing be the reason you don't get something done, right?
Yeah, I have to leave really soon because I have to go pick up some people. But right now I'm here and we're on, and this is how we make it work.
This is how we make it work. So I was just going through the 6 modules because I've been noticing, honey, that I've been chatting with people and they're asking me, so what exactly are we covering? You know, what's going to happen here and all that. Yeah. So I was just on module 2, audience.
I saw.
And, yeah. Oh yeah, cool. Audience and avatar. And then the story cake was the first one. Oh my gosh. While I'm looking for the page again, because I've closed my book and lost it, just riff riff on what you want to get done in this program.
Okay,
for
so
people.
with the audience and avatar, we're going to talk about how you can narrow down who you need to speak to. And I think a lot of the time when I ask people, when I ask clients, who is it that you want to relate to? Who are your potential clients or customers? They say, everyone. I want to talk to everyone. And we all know that that's actually not terribly effective. So you're going to find your 20%, find who your people are, how to do that, how to relate to them. My camera's really shaky because I'm doing this with my arm because this was just
Did you work out today? Are you tired?
Yeah, this is my arm workout. See, I've got my new background here. So yeah, that's one of the things we're gonna do.
Cool. Okay, just found my book. Look at all this writing. Holy Dinah. So
There's
3.
a lot of writing involved with us.
Yes. Module 3 is media and social. And that's your module. That's your module. You're doing media and social.
Yeah.
Right? And so in terms of getting your presence online, it's about, can I just riff a little bit? It's on that idea of the media zone and recognizing that once you're online, man, like you are a radio station, you're a television station, you are a newspaper.
Magazine. You're everything.
Yeah,
and it's not changing. I think I just gave a presentation today and people were saying, well, you know, is social media going to go away? I'm like, not anytime soon. It may change, and it's guaranteed to change. So we don't want to spend a whole bunch of time on little tiny details and the ins and outs. We want to know what your big picture is and how you can use social media to leverage you as your own, like you said, your own place to amplify.
That's right.
Yeah.
So in Grow, we've got Story Cake, we've got Audience and Avatar, we've got Owning Your Media and Your Social. And then module 4 is your funnels and your community. So again, I say funnels and people like lose their mind, right? Like, what all this is, in the beginning of this, Deidre, I was talking about how your offline business is exactly what your online business. It just takes technology to do it.
It's so true.
Right? And so hey, Nicole's watching. Hey, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
So the funnels are all about the pieces that the technology you want to have in place to move people from, imagine if you had a store. First, they would walk by your store and you don't even know them, right? Then they're like hovering outside your store, right? And then then you invite, right?
I feel like funnel is the wrong word. You know what I mean? It's one of those words. It's been overused, and it's what you see on every single freaking Facebook ad that we're all tired of.
Yeah.
I feel as though there should be you can probably come up with a better word, Tina, of anybody I know, but I was thinking about that this morning actually, and it's more about getting to the heart of where people are and knowing your audience and knowing when they're ready to need what you have.
You know what though? I think that's like conceptually like back here, but and what it actually is, and I think you're right. It's if we use a different version than funnel, I would say it's like touch points.
Yes.
They are relationship touch points from I don't know you to I know you to I like you. Oh, and now I like your stuff.
Now I trust you.
And now here's my money. No, now you have what I want.
Yes.
And I know that you have what I want, and now here's my money.
Yeah.
So we're going to go over that and how to do it with technology.
It's a clever pathway and how to do it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then community. We're going to talk about community because, okay, you jump in, girl.
I just, it's so often that we get so caught up in all the myths and rules and overkill with social media when really what it comes down to when you're getting online is it's actually going back to market days. It's actually selling within a little community of people that know you and like you and have been referred to you by someone else who knows you and likes you and trusts you. And although it seems very convoluted and overwhelming and technologically scary, it's not. Once you know who you need to speak to and how to get there and how to share that online authentically, and you know how much I hate that word, but right now I don't have another one for it. It's like the market. It's online instead of down, where everybody's selling their apples and pies, and it's right around the corner.
It's like your people market instead of your farmer's market,
Yes,
right?
exactly. That's totally what it is. And I think we are going to spend just enough
Yep.
time on explaining that and helping
Yeah.
people come to that realization and getting you to that point where it doesn't feel uncomfortable to be in the
Yeah.
online space. Even when you're
Beautiful.
holding your phone and it's shaking and you weren't
Yeah.
really planning to be live, but you are anyway, because we all know this is how it works.
Yeah.
You just do it when you can.
And all you type A's out here are going, oh yeah, so I'm getting all this concept stuff, but what exactly is it? What we're talking about is, where does your community live? Where
Yeah.
are you engaging with your people market? Where does that market live? Some of you, it's going to be on Facebook. Some of you, it might be LinkedIn. Your market is where your market wants to be. And that happens in the conversation about your audience and avatar too.
Absolutely.
But there is a nurturing process that needs to happen in that community. So that's module 4. Module 5 is program, and that is your actual online program. And again, we're going to give you just enough, because you're going to freak out. You're going to think, I got to be I'm going to be on camera. I look at my lighting, you know, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to go into mega expert mode, and you're going to blather at people, and there isn't going to be any exchange. And so part of the program is recognizing that you deliver a transformational product that changes somebody in seconds of them learning a piece from you. And what is that? And your program is not about a talking head. It's about creating an experience. So that's program. Anything you want to add on that, honey?
No, that's you, baby.
Okay. Number 6, this is the last module. This is where Deidre is the rock star. This is about architecture and building and launching. And Deidre, you have such a skill at putting pieces in the right place based on somebody's product. Can you speak a little bit to architecture online?
It's just a matter of not getting overwhelmed by all the bits and pieces, and looking at that big picture and working backwards and saying, okay, here's who I need to reach. How do I get there? Where are my people sitting right now? Maybe I need to switch platforms to bring a new audience in. Maybe I need to really hone my voice. Maybe what is it that we're going to do? Work backwards, set a strategy. Mm-hmm. Social media is not throwing enough crap at the wall and hoping it'll stick. There are strategies, there's plans, there's things you can do that will make your life easier. And I think the most important thing Tina and I want to get across to you is that we're not about the fluff and the frills and doing everything, because quite honestly, nobody can do everything. You have to do what works for you. And so we're going to show you the choices that you have, guide you through what has worked the best for the most people, and find a way to get your program online and rocking as soon as possible. Make it feasible. Yeah.
Yeah, and feasible.
Just enough.
Just enough, because that's the other piece, right? It can be so overwhelming, so daunting, and expensive.
And we've all been there.
Right? We've all been there.
Yeah.
The other piece I wanted to just bring up, yes, because I've had some of these questions too, Dee, are you going to tell us what cameras to use? Are you going to tell us this and that? And I want you to know that we will have a best practices for each module. We are not going to spend instructional time about what lens does what, because the truth is, on the best practices sheet, it's all going to be there. If we spend time doing that, we're caught in the weeds. The hardest part of this is figuring out how to
getting out of your own damn way.
Yes. And so
it's not perfection.
Yes. So we're going to spend time doing that, but we will. Again, this is for all you A-types out there.
We're going to answer the questions. We know people who know people. We can tell you what the best of the best is. Yeah. But the most important thing is we'll be telling you what you can do today to start right now and get going with what you have, because quite honestly, you don't need fancy technology. It's online technology today is all about being inclusive and allowing it to be accessible to just about anybody. So yeah, you can make improvements, and yeah, right now this is not ideal for sure, but it's working and we're having the conversation, and perfection is not the goal, my friends.
Oh, and I think on that note too, Dee, I think it's important to say that no matter where you're at in this journey, if you are someone who has like oodles and oodles and oodles of dollars to throw at your technology, we're not going to say not to do that.
No.
Right? If you have no dollars to throw at technology, we have that. Remember, this is about just enough.
Yes.
But there are answers for wherever you are on that scale. As well, you may have rocked your funnel already and you don't need, the just enough. You might need some extra tweaks. If that is you, you're going to use the group here, the Facebook group, to ask those really specific questions that we can get back to you
Absolutely.
about.
Yeah, there's a lot of flexibility in it because we are really, and that's something that we spent a lot of time discussing because we know what it feels like to be in that situation. And both Tina and I have taken lots of courses. So we were looking to create something that was going to meet the needs of you and those people. And you need to be ready. This is not a course for somebody who isn't ready to put the work in and put the skin in the game. Oh, that's another saying I hate. Where did that come from? I don't even like that saying.
You don't like skin in the game? Oh, I guess it's kind of vulgar. Yeah,
it's not even that. It's just too sportsy. I'm not a sportsy girl. Not that I don't admire ones that are, but that's not me. So when you're ready, we're here to support you. And we do have so many levels built in that I think it's going to be and fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be full of information. But we're not going to clutter it up with a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need because the most important thing is that you start. We all know this. This is in all the good books. Just start.
Yeah. So bottom line, whether you're a beginner or advanced, there's room for you here. I will say that this class, I don't even like class, this program is really geared for to the person who knows what their platform wants to be.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is, by all means, you'll have access. You pay for the course, take it when you want. It's a learn as you go, on your time way. It's never going to be a waste of money, but I also don't want you to get like so overwhelmed because you don't actually know what you want to put out in the world yet. So it is geared for people who know what they want to put out in the world and are a little bit above beginner. And if you're just a beginner, don't worry, we have room for you. But it's like, if you're just above beginner, boy, this is like the sweet spot for you. And if you're advanced, just know you've got us in the wings. So you can it's like, use it as a way to check, make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It'll accelerate. Yeah. If you're already in that place, this is just rocket fuel, man. But between there and the beginner is definitely the place that our target is, because like we said, you can't target everybody. So we're talking to the lions here. We're speaking right at the lions, and we want you to join us because we have some awesome stuff to share, and it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And we know you're ready. We know you're ready. Yeah.
So I let them know that registration goes live January 15th. That we have a masterclass. I think we said the 22nd of January.
Yeah.
And that masterclass is for people who are registered. Okay. And that module 1 through 3 goes live February 1. Module 4 through 6 goes live February 20. It is a learn at your own pace program. So you don't have to follow it week by week by week. You can follow it as it works for you. Okay. Anything else? Have we got it?
I think you got it all, babe.
All right. We did it. We did it.
We did it. And blocking my own light. It's too funny. This is the best example of just making it work at the moment. So there you go.
Okay, you guys. Mwah. We will see you and we'll check in again. Hey? Yay, Dawn. I've known Dawn since I was 19 years old.
Aww.
Can you believe that? Isn't that great? Yay. She's way off in Halifax. I think Halifax, other side of the country.
Oh, I just turned my camera around. That's funny.
Oh, okay.
All right. I gotta go.
Okay, bye.
Love you. Bye, all.